I love a good life hack, and I know the craft buddies do too, because when I look at all the videos I post for the year, the hacks are definitely a tried and true favorite.
A huge thank you to Quince for sponsoring today's video and helping me bring you all of these amazing hacks. Now, on top of our favorite Dollar Tree hacks, I have also got some Walmart hacks in here as well, because sometimes you can get items cheaper at Walmart, and Walmart's finds for fall and Halloween have been amazing. So everything I share today from Walmart will be linked down below, as well as on the video for shopping. Now, let's start it out with some decor hacks. Up first, you are going to want some of this double-sided tape or Dollar Tree's balloon glue in your decorating stash for this year. Let me show you why. I had this vision for this cornucopia that I bought at the at-home store, and unfortunately, my vision was to have them cascade, and they won't sit on their own, these Dollar Tree pumpkins. So I added some of this double stick tape to the bottom, the side, wherever it was going to connect with another pumpkin. The great thing is it's not going to ruin those pumpkins, but it's going to stick them together so you can get that airy, floaty feeling, which aligned right with my vision. This would also be great for things like bats and leaves, and they're not going to ruin these types of items. I just wouldn't stick them to paper, but overall, they are great for plasticky pumpkins like this. In my last video, I shared this Guns N' Roses inspired fall sign, and I wanted to add some floral to the top. So I grabbed a pool noodle. I actually grabbed an orange one because I wanted it to blend in. And if you see this pool noodle tool at Dollar Tree, grab yourself one because it is so helpful. I keep it in my craft room. If you can't find it though, you can definitely use a regular serrated knife. I cut down a piece to fit the top of my sign as well as down the center of one side so it would fit over. And this is going to act as pseudo floral foam. This is awesome because I can take this on and off, and I was able to add a bunch of fun fall florals to make this look nice and full. The other great thing is if you've got orange or you've got white or a color that blends in, I didn't have to fill the whole thing because I didn't want to go down too far because then you can't read the sign. So this worked out perfect and I absolutely love it. I love checking out Walmart's dollar section because my stores just recently got them and they have so many cute things for Halloween. Something that really caught my eye were these cute little felt minis. They had candy corns, little jack-o'-lantern buckets, and ghosts for $1 each. It was so easy to take a dowel needle, which is a longer but sharp needle, to string them up along with some larger wood beads from my stash. I did have to use my jewelry pliers to pull it through just because it was slipping on my finger, but once I did, I was able to get them strung up in no more than 5 minutes. I put this up on my mantle with my burlap gathered garland that I made in the mystery box, and this is so fun. It's got retro vibes, girly vibes. I love the colors, and I love that these start at a minimum of $15 if you were to buy them, and we made ours for under $10. One of the biggest bummers is getting your mantle all decorated pretty and then realizing that the black turned off TV up above is just killing the vibe. Let me show you how to fix that quickly and easily with the YouTube app.
All you have to do is go to search. I searched for fall art frame TV, but there's a ton of different options. I like this one, which I will link down below. I'm sure other people like it too because it's got 3.3 million views. But all you have to do is turn it on, and then I usually go to my TV settings. I put it on cinema because if you look at the sports to cinema, it looks a lot more like a painting, a little more matte, and then your fall vibes are just so much better.
If you're a kitchen towel lover like me, but they're always falling down, here's a trick for you. Grab some of this pop dot tape from the Crafter Square section, and I like to cut just a small piece, and you can use it in between the front and the back piece of your towel when it is hanging on a towel rack, your stove, your dishwasher, kitchen area, whatever you have. It's not going to move. It comes off if you pull it, so you can still wash it, and you can also dry your hands, but they're not going to fall on you. I had so many requests to dupe this viral Dollar General ghost, and when I was walking through Walmart the other day, I saw this awesome iridescent one and thought, bingo, we're doing it. I brought it home and I gave it 2 coats of this ultra matte white spray paint, and once it dried, it was perfect. It looked so close to that viral one. And all I had to do was take a paint marker. You can also use acrylic paint and a paintbrush, whatever works for you and whatever you have. Fill in the eyes and the mouth, and your vase is good to go. I also gave it a quick coat of clear spray paint just to make sure when I store it for the year, it's not going to scratch. But this looks beautiful. You can go full on fall with the florals like I did, or you can also add some spooky elements. I absolutely love this, and I also like that it's a little skinnier than the viral one because it takes up less room in my house. If you like to entertain at your house like we do and want to make sure that your guests have all the amenities, I like to make sure there's extra toilet paper out, but this is kind of an eyesore. So usually, whatever season it is, I grab some fun festive napkins or tissue paper. You can also use fabric, and I wrap up those rolls of toilet paper so then that way they look a little bit more like I tried to decorate that room. I wrapped 3 of them, stacked them up. It'll be really easy for guests to grab them, or I can run in, unwrap one, and replenish, and it just really makes things look a little bit more put together. It's not super hard. If you want to let yours sit out, totally fine, but my type A personality likes to have these nicely wrapped. During a recent stroll down the regular Dollar Tree frame aisle, I found these frames and I thought, I'm spray painting those. Absolutely. So I grabbed 2, brought them home, gave them 2 coats of flat black spray paint, and these are perfect. The one on the right actually came that way, so they go together really well. And I have got a bunch of printables. I've got 10 new fall and 10 new Halloween, including these in a bunch of different sizes. Those are over in my free file library. And all those details you can find down in the description, including a quick video that'll run you through how to download everything. So if you're looking for those rounded frames, they're going to look like this. I also grabbed some smaller white ones because I thought those would be great for fall, and I love this vignette. I did 2 8x10s in Walmart frames. I also love Walmart frames if you want bigger, chunkier ones. And then the Dollar Tree one has Thankful in a 4x6 size, and I just love how the different sizes look together. With fall comes the return of all those fall sports, and if you are a parent or have had kids in your car, you know that those soccer cleats, football cleats, they come with grass and a mess. So I like to have these Dollar Tree dish pans. I get 1 for just extra and then 1 for fin stuff. We load it in there, it catches all the grass, and it is super helpful because then all I got to do is dump that out. It's also great if you plan on visiting the pumpkin patch or the orchard because those muddy shoes go right in there as well. Another thing I swear by to keep our car clean when we are busy are these Dollar Tree buckets. I fill it up with a plastic bag and it becomes the best, you heard me, the best car garbage can. You can throw stuff in from the front seat if you've got kids in the back. They can easily toss it in there too. The wide open mouth catches everything, and it's truly going to help keep your car clean. Another quick car tip is to keep some cash. I usually do about $30 in the car. I have a container. This is from Dollar Tree, this cosmetic case, but you can put it in whatever you have. I put it in an inconspicuous place, so then that way if I'm ever stuck somewhere, I'm not left in a bind because I don't have any money to get gas or food or whatever I need. This mission I'm on to find budget hacks to save me time and money started years ago, but it didn't stop with just life hacks. I've started to apply this lens to every corner of my life.
One of my new favorite money-saving hacks is shopping at Quince. It's a website full of high-quality goodies without the sky-high price tags. You can shop women's staples like dresses, activewear, jewelry, and accessories, plus men's, baby and kids, travel essentials, and home decor, all starting at just $30. This is my second time ordering from Quince, and this time I went to the baby section. I got this beautiful cashmere baby blanket. How awesome is this going to be for Christmas time newborn photos? I'll probably take this to the hospital with us. And at 53% less than other brands with cashmere baby blankets, this is also a great place to grab a keepsake gift too if you aren't expecting yourself. I also grabbed this gender neutral, super soft bamboo sleep sack, which is 43% less than I've seen at other brands. It's awesome too because it's got double zippers, making it easy for those late night changes. Under each item listing, you can see exactly what goes into each product and why the price is what it is, which is usually 50 to 80% less than similar brands. I also have Quince's carry-on suitcase that I'm going to use next week for pinners, and this black maternity dress for a wedding this weekend. Everything I've received from them has been great quality. Upgrade your closet with Quince. Head to quince.com/whiskeywhit for free shipping on your order and 365-day returns.
Every time the fall weather hits, I want to start baking, and if you like to bake, this hack is great for you. I like to fill one of these glass cups with water, and then I microwave that for 90 seconds approximately. Then I dump out the water, and then you can put your butter or your cream cheese in it, flip it over, just stick it back in the microwave, and after probably about 5 to 8 minutes or so, I don't really time it, but I check it, and the heat from the cup is going to soften that item so that you can bake with your butter, you can make dips with your cream cheese, all that fun stuff, and it saves a ton of time. Another thing I love to do in the fall, I mentioned before, is entertain. And I shared this around Christmas last year, and I thought it was such a miss because I was like, oh, they could have been using these tips through the fall. So I'm sharing them earlier this year, hence why there's little Christmas trees on my dip board. I like to take dip and chips to parties, especially football tailgates, and this dip will make you the star of the show. It is my loaded baked potato dip. I've been making it for years, and I swear when I take it places, people are like, where did you get that dip? I need the recipe. So you're going to add 1 block of softened cream cheese, 16 ounces of sour cream, 2 cups of shredded cheddar cheese, and 1 pouch of bacon bits into your crock pot. You can do a big crock pot. I make this dip so much in the fall that I have a mini little one as well. And you can also add dried chives if you want. I know some people don't like onion, so personal preference. You can omit that if you want. Then I crank it up to high and let it cook for the first 45 minutes to an hour. It's going to get all melty gooey. Stir it up and then cook it for another maybe 20 minutes, but it's really a set it and forget it. And then turn it down to low or warm once it's all combined like this, looking like a loaded baked potato. I serve it with just some regular like Lay's or Ruffles potato chips. Oh my gosh, you guys, life-changing. And then what about at the end of those get-togethers, whether it be just some appetizers or you've got a full-blown meal left? I like to grab these containers from Dollar Tree. I wash them up and I get them ready for that day. Then everyone can grab a container, fill it up when we're done, and we can send leftovers home with everybody from our family. It's kind of a self-serve, like round 2 of the buffet. And the great thing about this is I don't have to worry about giving out any of my Tupperware. People can take it. And they also have these divided ones, which I have found have been so awesome for grandparents. When we have them over, we're able to fill it up. We can send them back to wherever they're at. And then they have just a little meal that they can easily warm up themselves and they don't have to worry about multiple containers. It's not hard to carry. So this has been a game changer. We've been doing it for years and it absolutely is amazing and definitely would recommend. I got a lot of different requests when I asked the craft buddies what you guys wanted to see in upcoming videos, and I got a lot of requests for gift ideas. So here is one for friends, teachers, etc. I'm making these for Finn's preschool teachers, so I have a tag that says, Happy Halloween to a fabulous teacher. Instead of fabulous, I am a fan of a good pun. I filled up the cup with some of that shred from Dollar Tree. Then I added one of these cute pennants from the Walmart Dollar Spot. The cups are also from Walmart, if you didn't catch that by the tags, and they were under $6, which is awesome. I added some of the chiffon ribbon along with some orange rickrack and tied on the tag with just a little hole punch in the corner. And then inside the cup, I added things like some eye patches for self-care. I also added a little bit more to add a lip balm. And then I'm also going to add a Dunkin' Donuts gift card because there is one right by the preschool. And I know that's what they like to get in the morning. You definitely don't have to go all out. You can definitely just write a card to a teacher. But I know especially by Halloween, that's when you get through the tough part. I mean, the whole thing's tough, but you get through the tough part of getting everybody on board for school. So I'm really excited to just thank them in this way. I also wanted to make some small gifts for friends of mine. I have a couple really close to me people that are also pregnant at the same time, so I wanted to treat them. I grabbed these cute little Walmart mugs. These were under $3, the little ghosty and the little pumpkin, so depending on their vibes. I filled them up with some more of that shred just to fill it up. And then in one, I added a bracelet that says Mom and some fun lip balm. And then in the other one, I did some more of those Grace and Stella eye patches. I have a huge pack that I bought on Amazon, and it's nice to throw those into gifts when I need them. You've seen me share them before. Then again, chiffon ribbon, punch a hole in the corner, and I have this tag that says Fabulous Friend. I will just have the heart and it will be blank over on my blog, so you can add your name to either of the tags or your kids' names for a teacher. Something I shared last year that was such a hit that I wanted to do another variation was this teal pumpkin project. You guys wanted some non-food treat ideas, so we're going to start with pencils, and this would be great not only for students, but you could also do a variation of it with straws in there, paint brushes, so many different options. All you have to do is print these out. Mine are 3.5 inches square, and I cut little slits in the top and the bottom so I could slide the pencil right through. Another fun option for non-food treats are glow sticks. I've talked about this before. I love glow sticks. Finn loves glow sticks. I think this is going to be his gift for preschool this year. And this one says a little light for your Halloween night. Again, these will be without the name, so you can add those if you want. Just cut a little slit big enough for your item to slide through, and then it's easy for kids to get the item out and use it. And it's something that's really helpful for Halloween night that parents might have forgotten. Finally, I thought this one was super fun, especially because I am a crafty mom. Grab yourself some Dollar Tree wood ornaments as well as these little bags. They've got so many different bags at Dollar Tree. And then add this cute little tag for a fun paint your own Halloween decor kit. So I did not include anything like to color it because I figured whatever the parents are comfortable with, they will have at their house. So if they are comfortable with their kids painting, they will have paint. They're comfortable with markers, etc. They'll have that. Here are a few different ideas for non-food treats that you can do inexpensively on a mass scale. I also like to put items like this in my teal pumpkin for when trick-or-treaters come by because you never know if a kid has an allergy or they just have too much candy or what have you. So I like to take these $1.97 pumpkins and make them over. You can also do any color. So if you've got a pink lover, if you love pastels, this will work for you. To do these, I use the Color Shot spray paint brand from Walmart in 4 different colors. I will link these down below. And I just taped off the handles with some painter's tape so those would stay black. And I did 2 coats on all my pumpkins. Once those were dry, I brought them inside and just used some acrylic paint and a paintbrush to fill in the indents for the eyes, nose, and mouth. And these guys were good to go with the non-food treats. Now to go with those buckets, I created a ton of free printable little pennants that you can print out from my blog again for free and add them to your own boo baskets or decor. I did this non-food treats with the skeleton to add to the little bamboo skewer. I just made sure to take my scissors and cut off the pokey end so it just was a dowel rod shape instead of something that could poke a kid. Then I used the little tabs that are part of the design, folded them over, secured it with hot glue, and then finished it off with some more of that fun little ribbon. Another fun thing you can do with these felt shapes and some bamboo skewers are make these really, really cute and super trendy boo basket sticks. You could put them in kids' boo baskets or even put them in foliage you have around your house. I decided to do Hey Boo as well as Boo Crew on both the ghost and the bat. For the ghost, I ended up cutting them to 2.5 inches wide, and for the bats, I ended up cutting them to 1.5 inches tall. These are both free files I will give you over on my blogs. Then once those are set, I add a little bit of black felt behind the pop-out eyes, just that. I left the other pieces intact, and it worked perfect. And then I am gluing them onto some dowel rods, or you can use the bamboo skewers. I just had some dowel rods left over from the Pinners conference that I wanted to use up. I also had this really beautiful ribbon that I bought because I liked it, but I didn't know what I was going to use it for. And I tied them on the little handles. So they kind of look like fun little like spirit wands even, but they are just so fun. You can do whatever color vinyl you want on them too. They're super customizable, and I'm going to use them in Finn's boo basket this year as well as some of my decor. Ever since Finn's first Halloween, I've been sharing with you guys what I put in his boo basket / this year it's going to be a boo bag. I made this Mickey one in my last video, so it's one of my SVGs. It's actually a Dollar Tree bag. And I found some really fun things at Walmart to fill it in. I feel like this year a lot of Dollar Tree's like little kids stuff is very similar, so I wanted to get him some new books, some new PJs, and I also found this Mickey and Minnie plushie set. Well, they come separately, but I bought them as a set. They were like $6 or $7. So cute. He loves plushies right now, so we've got a ton of fun options. I give this to Finn October 1st so that we have a full month of Halloween memories to make together. And speaking of Mr. Finn, this next one is great for all kids as well as kids at heart. Grab yourself some of these Halloween rings as well as some fun soap. I went with orange, and I actually grabbed this smaller one for $1.24 at Walmart, but you could fill your own stuff with that big Dollar Tree jug for $1.25. Cut the ring parts off of the bats or spiders, whatever you want to do, and fit them inside the soap. I use the little straw thing that works with the pump to push them down and get them all around, and this is so fun and festive, and it really makes Finn excited to wash his hands as we head into cold and flu season. This is the time of the fall season where I can try some viral DIYs I've been seeing all over the place. So this Dollar Tree plunger, I started by removing the handle just so it was easier to work with, and I used some brown paint and a baby wipe to do a faux stain technique. Now you can stain it, you can paint it, do whatever you want. I just did the faux technique so then that way it would dry quicker. Then I took my little tape measure and I measured 9-inch pieces. Actually, I think I went down, I ended up doing 8-inch pieces. And I cut them, and I decided to put some painter's tape down so I knew what 8 inches was because it was hard to hold it and it was a lot more efficient. So I was like, here's my start, here's my finish. And I cut up 2 chunks, like bundles of nautical rope from Dollar Tree. Ended up giving me about 23-ish pieces, and that was plenty. You don't need any more than that. You're going to re-add your plunger to the bottom, and then you're going to grab some rubber bands. I started by doing 1 row of the nautical rope. Then I took another rubber band, added it over the top just to make sure it didn't move, and then we're going to go through and add the remaining pieces to the top of the other nautical rope pieces. And if you're starting to see the witch's broom come together, then you are spot on. I know so many of you guys have told me that you don't have TikTok, you're not on Instagram, and YouTube's really where you get a lot of your content. And so I wanted to try this viral one. This is one of those projects that you see everybody making, like they just really pop off. And so I definitely wanted to try my hand at it. Once we've got all of our nautical rope hooked on to our plunger, then we're going to start by unraveling them. So it's a 3-corded strand. I pulled that apart, and then I also pulled apart all the individual ones just to make it feel more full. Then when it was all fluffed, I added some raffia over the rubber band so I could cover it, and this thing was good to go. It is the perfect companion to my wood witch hat I made a few videos back, so if you're interested in that, I will link that video for you. It's always nice to try out these viral ideas to see if they really are as easy as people make them out to be, and I can tell you, it definitely is. I hope you loved this video and you're leaving with a ton of inspiration. Be sure to head down to the comments and let me know what your favorite hack was today. And also, while you're down there, click the link to head over and upgrade your closet with Quince. You can head to quince.com/whiskeywit for free shipping on your order and 365-day returns. And I'll catch you in the next one. Ooh, real quick, before you leave, if you enjoyed today's video, be sure to hit subscribe down below so you can join the Whiskey Craft Buddies and craft along with us. We're going to get into Christmas. It's going to be awesome, and I'd love for you to join us. I'll catch you guys in the next one.